Hello, everybody. Welcome to Galaxy Brains, where that is not number 3 quarterback Trey Lance. It is your third different story to yourself in the mirror that morning about why you allowed yourself to get talked out of your football soulmate, Mac Jones, with the number 3 overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Denny Carter, how are we doing today?
I'm doing better, I think, than Kyle Shanahan, who is coping so hard that we've never seen anything quite like it. The coping levels have maxed out in San Francisco.
We have never seen anything like it because usually the coaches who are forced to cope are bad coaches.
Yeah.
And he's a very good coach who somehow always puts himself in the position of having to cope. And
yes,
like he's like the ultimate. For some reason, he just like ties one hand behind his back to make things difficult on himself.
So he's a great quarterback evaluator. He went with
Trey
Lance.
I'm actually not sure about that. I tweeted Denny on Thursday that the last time Kyle Shanahan was not allowed to pick his own quarterback, he instantly won Matt Ryan an MVP. Maybe he should have stopped being a quarterback evaluator and only being a coach.
I was going in that direction. He said no thanks to Tom Brady when Brady wanted to come to San Francisco. He said, I'd rather have Jimmy Garoppolo. He said, I would rather have Jimmy Garoppolo than Tom Brady, which is something. And there's also the fact that he decided not to even scout Patrick Mahomes when he was coming out of college. So I would say, yes, I would say, Kyle, hand over the quarterback thing to somebody else.
Seems like maybe an oversight to not even scout Patrick Mahomes.
Not even take a look.
Maybe send one guy like, I mean, he like, are there any direct flights to Lubbock? You know, knowing full well there are no direct flights to Lubbock. And when the scouting department tells him no, like, we gotta get Jimmy Garoppolo.
We decided not to scout the greatest quarterback of all time.
He's like a bit of an oversight. And Denny, by the way, I stole your joke just by very forcefully talking over you.
That's what you do on cable news.
I think I've become an alpha is what just happened there. Yeah. Denny, you know who's an alpha is Broncos head coach Sean Payton. You know who else is an alpha, Denny? Is the Joker from Gotham City, Gotham City's Joker. Sean Payton wants to combine these two when he said the team could use tight end Greg Dulcich in the Joker role this season. What do you think this means for Dulcich? What does this mean for fantasy managers?
At Galaxy Brains, we have looked into it very strongly. We have two interpretations of what this could mean for Greg Dulcich. I would say, just somebody who's been in the fantasy industry for a very long time, be careful for anybody described as being in the Joker role, because basically that means that if you draft them, you will eventually turn into the actual Joker, because this is what happens when a team doesn't know what to do with a player. They say, all right, he's not really a tight end. He's not a receiver. So we're going to make up a role for him. We've talked about this before. It's not a great sign. So be careful for your, mental health as a fantasy manager. Try not to draft the guys who are described as jokers.
Yeah, not a tight end, not wide receiver. He's a Joker. And that's Sean Payton talks like that now, by the way. That's how Sean Payton has always talked. You were worried about fantasy managers becoming the Joker. I think maybe it's like psychological torture on Greg Dulcich and planning to make him the Joker, where he plays one snap, then he yanks him off the field.
Yeah.
And, he's just yelling very loudly on the sideline. All right, put in Taysom, put in 15 or whatever his number is. And everyone on the Broncos like, he's not even on the team.
It's not. Sorry, coach.
He's not even on the team, coach. Then he gets really upset then that Taysom Hill's not on the team. And the fact that you told him that, and then Greg Dulcich isn't like allowed to play the rest of the day.
Right.
And then he becomes Gotham City's the Joker.
Yeah, we could be. Yeah. So you're saying that Sean Payton could be creating a supervillain in making Greg Dulcich come in for one snap in a game, and that would be a triple reverse at the 7-yard line that loses 14 yards. And that's his only Joker snap of the game. That kind of thing can wear on a man's mind.
Yeah, and Sean Payton, though, maybe he's doing it on purpose. Maybe he wants the Joker to, for some reason, terrorize Russell Wilson or maybe get even with Nathaniel Hackett and Aaron Rodgers. And It could be very valuable. Sean Payton's already won a Super Bowl. He's in his 60s. Like, he retired. And not even clear if he actually wants this job. Maybe he's just trying to groom a Joker to use for after he's done coaching the Denver Broncos. I have no idea.
I think we've exposed the plan here. I think we might be Batman and Robin at this point.
I think we are. We really are. We're looking into it very strongly. Denny, someone looking into something very, very strongly, apparently, is Caleb Williams, who by far the best quarterback prospect since Patrick Mahomes. We didn't know Patrick Mahomes was the greatest quarterback. He's easily the best quarterback prospect since Trevor Lawrence, probably the best since Andrew Luck, maybe the best since Peyton Manning.
Oof.
Yet he's saying he doesn't know if he's going to enter the NFL draft in 2024. Denny, what do you think could be behind these comments from USC's Caleb Williams?
I mean, that's the comment that made headlines. If you read further into the interview with Caleb Williams, he actually said, and this is exclusive to Galaxy Brains, that, Caleb Williams said he will make his decision once he sees how the Arizona Cardinals are doing around Christmas time. And if not, he said that he would explore other options, XFL, USFL, the local grocery store, the local bank.
Transferring to Rutgers.
There's a teller position open at the bank. So there are other avenues for Caleb Williams. I think that's what he was getting at.
He said, we'll have to look very strongly into, say, do the Arizona Cardinals still make their players pay for food in the team commissary? Do the Arizona Cardinals still not have a real coach in Cliff Kingsbury? Do the Arizona Cardinals still play in a stadium? This is literally in the middle of the desert, like between a bunch of parking lots. Like, no offense to Glendale, Arizona, but I've been there, and it's just in the middle of nowhere. It's just a bunch of parking lots around it, and it seems like maybe too. I don't know about the climate impact of the Cardinals stadium, but it seems very high, Denny. And
yes,
Caleb Williams is going to look into all this in December.
He's worried about whether there will be water available in Arizona.
Oh, come on, man. We've talked enough about the Colorado River on Galaxy Brains.
That's what people join Galaxy Brains for. They need updates on the Colorado River, the levels. So we're going to, anyway. And he wants to know, hey, are the Cardinals going to draft me? Because I saw what they did to Kyler Murray's career, and I don't really want that.
Well, I don't know if you heard, the snowpack is very high out west, and this little thing called El Nino has been sending tropical storms at California, and the reservoirs are filling back up. It's looking up for the Cardinals getting Caleb Williams, Denny. Things used to always be looking up for the New England Patriots. They were the Death Star of North American professional sports. Every single year, we knew they were going 13-3, getting a bye, and like, oh, what a surprise, number 1 seed in the divisional round, and for some reason they're getting to play a 6 seed that just beat like the actually good 3 seed, and now they're going to easily make the AFC Championship game. This real good stuff. New England Patriots. Not them anymore. They need smaller victories now. Bill Belichick, he's obsessing over stuff seemingly outside of football. Can you tell the viewers about this, Denny?
Yeah, I mean, Belichick, he's getting up there in age, and despite that, he actually went to a Taylor Swift concert recently. And he said of the concert, apparently, the skies opened up, started raining on Taylor Swift. He said, quote, "That was pretty impressive. She's tough, man. She just stood out there and played right through it." He was thoroughly impressed by Taylor Swift standing out in a driving rain and playing her hits for the fans. And you have to respect
of which
that.
You know every one, Denny.
I know almost all of them by heart, as you know. I have the Swiftie bumper sticker on my.
I did not know that. On your Subaru, you put that over your Walter Mondale sticker. And,
I thought it was time for Mondale to take a back seat. I mean, no offense to old Walter. And so, later on in a subsequent press conference, Patriots beat writers said that Belichick talked nonstop about Taylor Swift's potential as a special teams gunner for the Patriots. They said, I don't know if you've seen this, but Patriots beat writers really count the words that Belichick says. 1,092 words on Taylor Swift as a special teams player. He said, you have to be tough. You have to gut it out in the elements. That's what I want from a special teams player. That's why I want Taylor Swift on this team. He went on forever about this.
He did.
The next question was, will Mac Jones start week 1? And Belichick said, quote, I am reading from the transcript here. He said, quote, Mac Jones is currently on the roster. So, he is sort of talking nonstop, incessantly about things that seemingly don't really matter.
Yeah, new filibuster tactic from Bill. And I found the part about being a gunner very odd. I found then the 2,000 more words on Taylor Swift's production choices just be even more bizarre. Getting in to the choices Aaron Dessner made on Folklore, on Evermore. Denny, the Jack Antonoff co-writing partnership is actually helping or harming her career, and maybe he's imposing her sound on her, making her sound like everyone else Because a real original idea. Work with Jack Antonoff when you're a mega pop star, Denny. Right? This guy knows what I'm talking about, right? Denny knows.
I know all this stuff, and Belichick was concerned about Taylor Swift's career. Yeah,
he was, and rightfully so. Because from what I hear, the tour is not doing any business whatsoever. No, Taylor Swift is on top of the world. Bill Belichick is down bad, Denny.
He's not down. He's not up. Let's just say that.
No, he's not down up.
He's been down bad. We would like some answers on Mac Jones, by the way, Bill, if you're listening.
No, Matt Jones, the ball. That's all he just says. He doesn't even say throwing the ball well. He says Mac Jones, then mumbles the ball.
Right. I never talked to him. I don't know.
They asked him to elaborate, and he just knocks over the microphone in disgust. That's what Denny's doing.
But if you want to hear 3 hours on Taylor Swift remixes, you ask Bill.
Bill Belichick is the guy. If you want your brain expanded, Galaxy Brains is the place. Denny Carter, Patrick Daugherty will be back next week.